So Rich Ruggiero worked on that show that we were just a little sample of as a camera operator, right?
Right, like
Yeah.
a B camera operator. That brings me back seeing that. It's been a while.
Yeah, that was in 2007.
Yep, 2007. So that was a while ago.
Yeah, but I'm sure the memories are still there.
Yep.
So let's start at the beginning. So how did you find yourself part of the storm chasers? Like, did you just like submit it for a job, or did you know you're going to be like chasing tornadoes?
It kind of came to me somewhat randomly. I just started working in New York in production. So I was like a year out of college doing PA type work, like technical PA work, like kind of like assistant camera, um, you know, stuff like that. And my friend he worked on season one and then he got me roped into season two, which is what I did as I think the official title was it was pretty much like a B camera operator. So we had to there were a set of producers that were A camera operators capturing story, and then there was the B camera operators which we had cameras to get like B-roll of the scene, the tornadoes, as well as operate the in camera um in car camera setup because this was before GoPros, so it was a little more complicated. You had like HD lipstick camera fed into a HDV deck under the seat. So you had to keep all, changing tapes, keep that thing working, get the driver, scientists, mic batteries changed out. So just kind of keeping the thing moving.
Wow. So that was your role. So what was like a typical kind of like shooting day for you guys?
It was a lot of driving because we were going from, I mean, Tornado Alley was basically South Dakota to Texas. It goes a little east of there and it goes a little west into western. We were in the eastern part of Colorado a little bit and we didn't go east of like, I don't think we went to like Arkansas or east of that, but it's mostly like Oklahoma, like North Texas, that strip. But that strip, I mean, you might be driving for 14 hours in a day because they see a cell developing somewhere. So yeah, a lot of driving. So hotel, wake up, drive. It's like boredom, 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 and then it gets intense for a little while.
Yeah, I'm sure. Which is like we'll watch the movie Twisters after this, and it sounds like it's pretty accurate because that's kind of like when we'll see if you haven't seen the movie yet. But it's kind of like they stay in their hotel and they wait for when the storm is coming. Then everyone jumps into their cars and then they're off.
Right.
And that's kind of how it was for you guys as well. That was accurate.
Absolutely. And you'll see also like I didn't see all this movie, but I saw some of it. It's become a thing. So it's like a kind of a tourist thing. So you get like tons of cars and you almost have like traffic jams. Like it's kind of not great. It's kind of like I picture like traffic jams on Everest. Like it's this cool,
Oh my
awesome
gosh.
thing. But like then there's so many people trying to do it that it gets
Yeah.
a little jammed
That was
up.
happening back then too, like in 2007.
It was. Yeah. I imagine it's worse now, but yeah. So like the gas stations, like around where they think the twister's going to form are just like packed full of people. And then they all kind of get the same intel. Boom, they head out.
That's insane.
A lot of bombing down like dirt farm roads. It's a lot of like dirt, just straight flat farm roads.
Yeah. In that trailer, I noticed that there was like a reaction to like the aftermath of the tornadoes. Were you guys seeing a lot of that? Like seeing a lot of like the people or maybe like stuck in their houses or like, like the emergency aspect of it all?
Yeah, what I remember was going through towns after they had passed and seeing the destruction. There was one, I don't remember the town, but I think it was an F4 that went through. So it pretty much
F4 is like a big one.
yeah, like F5 is the biggest. It's based on wind speed. So, you know, they'd all be visible funnels. F1, let's say it's like 120 miles an hour, and then F5 is going to be like 180 or 190, or maybe even higher. I forget. But so F4 that's rare, and F5 is like the crazy. Like, there's probably seasons that happen where there's not a single F5. Like, that's a
Wow.
big,
Yeah, yeah,
big tornado.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't last long, right? They're like,
Nope. I mean, hopefully they don't. They might pop up and then disappear, and it's still kind of happening. You just don't get the visual, and then it goes, a few miles, and then you see it again. Either the wind speed picks up, or it's on terrain that's gonna make it more visible because what you're seeing is the debris spinning around. It's you don't see wind, you see the
Yeah, yeah.
debris. So, but if you're going through like a dusty farm field, you're going to get that perfect like. I mean, we get twisters here too, but out there, it's you can see for miles and it's just flat.
Well, we had a big tornado here in Bridgeport, which kind of ruined the Barnum Museum, which is still
Oh,
under
right,
construction. Yeah,
right.
which is wild. That and I think we had a one kind of recently too, right? There was a couple months ago. There was like a tornado. I don't know. They happen here, which
They
is
do.
surprisingly.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
It's not as common, but yeah. Let's talk about safety. Did you ever feel like unsafe, like on the road, seeing these F3s, F4s in front of you?
I wasn't personally in a situation where I felt that unsafe, like we couldn't get out of the way. So there were like maybe 6 vehicles that all worked in tandem. Each one had a scientist in it, a meteorologist in it, as well as other people. And they're all working together to best figure out which direction the storm's going in. And they're all communicating on walkies. So if somebody knows something, they're going to tell you like get off that road because it's heading this way. So I never like was stuck in the path of one. I think the closest somebody on the crew came was the one of the other vehicles. There's really strong inflow into the twister. It's part of the how it gets set up and how it works. So basically, there's just air getting sucked into this thing, and if you get too close to it, the vehicle can be sucked into it. So one car it was backing up, and like their tires were screeching because they were being pulled in so hard, but they got out. So that was the closest.
So you never saw a cow because, like in the original Twisters movie, there's a scene where the cow is just blown around. Never saw that.
Never saw that. It's weird when you see like leaves and twigs coming from the sky and you don't see anything because they got sucked up like so after a tornado 10, 20 miles away that you don't even know about. You weren't there, but then it's raining like twigs and leaves. That's pretty crazy.
Wow. As a cinematographer, camera person, were there like ways to set up shots? Like, I don't like how do you set up a shot for something that's like you're not sure what's gonna happen? Because when you're making a movie or you're making a TV show, everything's pretty much planned out, right? But then you're on the road and not sure if it's gonna be coming from here
Right.
or from there. Like, how does that work?
You just burned through a lot of tapes. And this was tapes too. This was before like, it was digital, but it was on tape.
Yeah.
So you just go through a lot of tapes. We would set up like on the side of the road, cameras on the tripod, and you just wait and probably nothing happens. And it's often like in a downpour, so you're just soaked all the time. So some of the cameras had so you have your rain cover, and then it in front of the lens
Mhm.
is a glass that spins really fast. It's motorized. They use them for sports, I think, and when you're filming in the rain, because basically if a raindrop hits it, it just shoots it right off.
Oh wow.
It's pretty cool.
Wow.
So yeah, you're filming in the rain a lot and trying to keep your camera dry.
And you're just wet the whole time.
You're wet.
It
Yeah.
sounds miserable. I hate wet socks. Like that's like the worst thing for me. Oh my gosh. I used to work at the 9/11 memorial and it was like outside and we'd had to work like every day no matter what the weather and I had to put like shopping bags on my feet like inside my shoes. I hate wet socks.
Yeah.
Sorry, tangent. What's the most strangest or most unexpected thing that maybe happened? And how long were you working on this show for?
I think it was 2 months. The first 2 weeks was in Colorado in this, it was really cool. This airplane hangar. I forget somebody worked on the show. It was like their friend. This was a massive production too.
Yeah.
Like so many people.
I
It
know
was
you
like
see the clips, it's like it looks like there's like 6 people, but I'm sure there was like
so many.
yeah.
And that's just on production. I can't imagine how many editors because you have so many hours of footage. But this airplane hangar where we were doing all the prep work, like getting the vehicles ready for about 2 weeks, we were there, like building camera enclosures.
Mhm.
The guys who own the trucks were like welding frame because you need to like really reinforce you know
Yeah.
your car
Yeah, yeah.
if you want to get close. Like there were different levels. I can tell
Yeah.
you about that too, like the vehicles. So yeah, 2 weeks there, and then I think it was like six. It might have been 6 or 8 weeks after that on the road.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What are the levels on the vehicles?
So like I was in a regular Pathfinder. So
Mhm.
meteorologist, another guy there. No, meteorologist, and then the A camera producer guy, and then me, and then one other person, I think. We didn't get that close because we were in a pretty normal car. All the cars were set up with laptops, live weather data was being fed to them. Then you had the medic's truck. He had like reinforced windshield, steel kind of going over on the roof on top, coming out over the windshield for hail, because hail was a big thing. A lot of windshields got broken,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
brush guards. So basically, extra metal on like a bigger truck.
Yeah.
And then you had kind of like a bucket truck, but it was set up with a full sized satellite dish.
Oh, wow.
So he was getting a lot of data. And then this was kind of the point of the show, like with the main storyline, I'd say. You had the TIV, which I didn't see in here. I don't know if they did it in that season, but this thing was designed to go in the eye of a tornado.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah,
his
yeah.
whole thing was like, I want to get, that's why everybody was working towards this goal to get him inside the tornado. Because this was a big truck that had probably like quarter-inch steel panels covering the whole thing, and it could lower. So the idea was it would be in the tornado, it would be in the path of the tornado, it would lower itself to the ground, and it had these like, the steel would go all the way to the road.
Yeah.
So it couldn't, basically the wind couldn't go under it to suck it in. And then he had a turret with an IMAX camera. So he was going to film inside on the IMAX, like film camera.
This sounds so similar to the plot of Twisters because, like, I don't want to ruin it for y'all, but there's a scene where they like had to drill into the ground their cars, so the ars like,
Right, right, right,
yeah, yeah,
right.
yeah. Which
Yeah.
sounds kind of similar, maybe not the exact same, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's wild. Wow.
Yeah.
Um, so not every storm ends up as a tornado, right? There's like probably
Yeah.
lots of hail, as you're saying, and other kind of storms. But what do you think people can do to prepare? Because like we were saying a little bit earlier, that Connecticut does have tornadoes here too. Like of course we have hurricanes and other kind of storms, but we do have tornadoes occasionally. What are some preparations that we can do? Because that happens so quickly, right? It's like you don't know until a couple
Right.
minutes before it's going to happen.
I mean, we don't have, like, in those towns out there, they all have sirens. So people hear the siren and you basically, you want to go to your basement if you have one. I mean, that's safe. Other than that, I mean, they say going in a bathtub because at least you have a few sides. Or also, that's also the
Like a
most
bathtub?
central
Oh,
room of the house. Like you go to the
uh,
bathroom in the bathtub,
wow.
because the bathrooms are usually in the middle. And I mean, listen to the
Just
radio.
and
Yeah,
hope for the best.
yeah. I don't.
And how long do they last for? Because not it's not super long, right?
No,
I mean,
no.
super scary, I'm sure, but
I couldn't tell you. I mean, I definitely saw some touching down. The longest was probably like 2 to 5 minutes.
wow.
There's probably some that go longer.
Yeah.
I think the biggest, I might, the one that, one of the ones that I filmed, because even being out there for 2 months, like I only saw uh, two or three like clear funnels. Like these things
Yeah.
are really hard to find.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oftentimes you get to a place like after it's already passed through.
Yeah. Get in your bathtub.
Yeah, get in your bathtub.
As soon as you see the News 12 warning, get in the tub.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
I mean, that's good advice. I think so. Um, I know you're not like you weren't like the producer of the show. You weren't like on the creative like organizing team of the show,
Right.
but like I guess how did you guys have a conversations about like authenticity with entertainment when telling stories about disasters and danger? Like how do you balance like the entertainment side of it, right? Because you're making a show and it's like fun and cool to see this, but also it's like real people are being impacted, right? So like do you know how they told the line or was there any conversation about that? Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. That
Yeah.
definitely would have been for the like the A camera producer guys, because they were tasked with getting the story.
Mm.
Um, and I was too young and inexperienced then to really even understand that. Like,
Yeah.
it took a few years of working in like film and TV for me at least, to really, for all that to kind of materialize, like those story elements. Um, yeah, I was just getting B-roll.
That's a fun first kind of introduction to like that world, right?
It was very, yeah, it was very exciting
Wow.
and highly technical.
Okay, so your experience on Storm Chasers kind of led to an inspiration of your own kind of mockumentary style show called Funnel of Darkness or tornado chasing mockumentary.
Yeah.
Why did you want to tell that kind of story with like satire and humor?
Oh, we just loved Spinal Tap and Best in Show, and also were lucky enough to have come away with the experience of doing it like for real.
And was a lot of your
Still,
like teammates from or
the friend that got me on that show was friend that I did it with. So yeah,
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 we got that. We made that with IFC.
yeah.
That was fun. It
That
was a
was
web series. Before I remember when they told us it was gonna be a web series, we're like, oh, what's a web series?
yeah.
Like before, like
That was like
the internet was full of videos, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. That was like 2009.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it's about like storm chasers, right? And
Right,
they're
and
trying to like win a prize.
right.
Yeah.
And we did our best to chase tornadoes for real because one of the characters on the show was a legit like meteorologist storm chaser.
Oh wow.
Um, and even though the show was scripted and comedic, we still like wanted to have footage of a funnel if we could get it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But we were in a like a 30-plus-year-old RV, so we couldn't travel
You
that
couldn't really
fast.
chase.
Yeah.
Like chugging along.
Yeah, so we didn't see any twisters on that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's still fun though. How
Yes.
long did you guys take to produce that?
That was just 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you can watch it on Daily Motion because I watched the first episode today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so cool. And I know you're an actor. I've known you for a couple years now, and I always know you as like behind the scenes guy. But I was like, oh, he's on the actual show.
That was a rarity. Yeah.
Yeah, you're so good. I want to open up to some questions from the audience. If anybody has a question for Rich. Oh, Ryan in the back. Can you speak really loud? Use your theater voice.
Hi, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
When you said there was like traffic jams
Yeah.
by like where a tornado or twister would have been, do you mean like it was like a tourist attraction? Like were there tour guides doing this?
Oh yeah, there
No
was.
way.
Yeah, there's companies. In fact, like Reed Timmer was in that promo. He was the main guy. He's probably the most famous storm chaser. Like he has a company that takes people out. There's a number of these companies. I think they also made a show, Twister Sisters. There was a all-female crew that
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
there's so that's just two that I know of, but it's a whole business. So and it would get hairy because you have a lot of cars, but then you also have a lot of people like parked on the side of the road with cameras, and then you have other people bombing down the road trying to get a better vantage at like 80 miles an hour. So nobody got hurt, but it was like it wasn't safe. Yeah. Yeah.
We also see something similar like that in Twisters too, which is funny.
Oh yeah.
There's like a lot of scenes with like other like touristy people or like wannabe storm chasers in it. We
I
should
mean,
watch the
people
movie
are
first, see what
obsessed with
happens.
tornadoes. There's people that are obsessed with tornadoes. So
I wanted to
like-
be a storm chaser when I was a kid, and I was like, no, I'm just gonna become an actor and pretend. It seems really dangerous. Joel.
Yeah. I imagine all these situations you've been in are really dangerous, but can you recall like most dangerous situation you've been while walking on this?
again, I never got that close. Being in the vehicle that I was in, like it was designed that we wouldn't be that close because our Pathfinder would just get like sucked away, right? Or blown over. So no, I never felt unsafe. The worst thing that happened to me was I got stitches on my finger. They gave us all like new Leatherman and flashlights when we signed up, and I cut my finger like the first day. Getting our Pathfinder rigged up. I got like a
Someone said you're a warrior. That's so funny. Any other questions? I think yes, right in the front.
I want to ask you, have you ever met Helen Hunt?
Have you met Helen Hunt?
have not. I don't know if she's a real storm chaser.
She's just like me. She's pretended.
No. Yeah.
I love that. One more question? Anybody? Yeah, Xavier. Nice and loud.
You didn't get that close to the start. Did you want to ever, like, before you sit there, you think, I want to get in there?
It was still close enough for me because like nothing like bad happened, but the adrenaline was still like pretty intense because you don't necessarily know which way they're going because they're out in the distance. I did not want to get closer. No. I mean, even just driving through the hailstorms is sketchy enough because like glass is breaking a lot. You know, these are big hailstorms and it's
Off-ball
still
side.
really windy. Yeah, that's definitely hairy enough. I mean, you're just worried about like getting glass in your eye. You know,
Did they get
we had like goggles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That must be yeah, wearing goggles also and trying to drive and trying to
And
film.
they're all like fogging up because it's
Yeah.
humid out. It's summertime. Yeah.
Glasses wear my whole life, always fogging. So I I get it. Right here.
It's not a question, but it's more like not wanting to get near. Last year, we were somewhere near the mall in Danbury, and we saw one forming. There was something forming that was gathering up, and
Right.
the sky was yellow and horrible colors and stuff. And it was horrible. We just couldn't. It was really nightmarish just to even see it because it was great. You didn't know where it was going, and it would sort of disappear and then reform again. And we wanted to get away from it. Really, I was not attracted to it at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. But we almost didn't know how to get away from it.
Yeah. No, you
Because
don't know.
It could have gone anywhere, right?
Yeah.
We didn't know which direction to drive. So at one point
Yeah.
we kind of thought, well, if we're heading in,
This
that's the way it's gonna be.
are you supposed to like hunker if you're driving, like hunker down somewhere? Like, is that what they say to do?
I mean, if there's tornado risk, they probably tell people to stay off the road. You know.
What if you're like already driving? What if you're like they were like out?
We were just out in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would look out for hail. I mean, that's a big indicator because hail's forming when you have updraft. It's just like basically cycling it back and forth.
No, the hail hadn't developed yet, but I did notice people, what would you say, tucked under overpass, that kind of thing.
That's one of the worst things you can do.
Is that,
Yeah, because the wind will accelerate through there, I believe. So that's like a common thing people want to do, but it's the worst place you can go is under the overpass.
Wow, good to know.
Wait till you see the movie.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Yeah, I learned a lot. Oh yeah, we have one more question here.
So I know you already said that your survival instinct was solid enough to not make you actually want to get any closer than you needed to. Yeah, I think in movies, tornadoes get portrayed almost like it's a Godzilla movie, like it's a monster kind of thing, so to speak. Did you get that feeling, as close as you were, just like that is a giant thing I want nothing to do with? Like, does it feel like almost like anthropomorphized, like a monster kind of, or is it just like that's nature? Like, eh.
Well, I think you get that same kind of like sense of fear. Like, that's a bad thing, right? Like you get it in your gut, like, because it's out there spinning and it's just eating through everything. So I guess monstrous in the sense that you get that gut feeling. Yeah.
Yeah. One more question, or are we? Okay, cool. I have like maybe two more for you, Rich, and I won't take up too much more of your time because Rich also owns a brewery downtown called Berlinetta Brewing. So I'm sure you're very busy.
Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come by, have a beer.
Come by. The mango seltzer is my favorite on there. Oh, Berlinetta Brewing.
Yeah. We also sell records if you like vinyl.
Yeah. It's literally around the corner from here. It's on
Golden Hill and Middle, so by the post office on the north part of downtown. Yeah.
yes, and we have our filmmaker and artist mixer there once every month, every Sunday, one Sunday a month. So
We are so happy to know Jason.
yeah, no, thank you. We talked a lot about the comparisons to the actual film, like what are some similarities? What are some things that people get completely wrong, like in TV, media, film about tornadoes? You said the underpass is one, right?
Oh yeah. I don't know what a lot of people think. Maybe like people just kind of assume you can see one if you go and try to do it, but they're so elusive, right? Because like again, we were 2 months and I only saw it a couple times, all day, every day, right? 7 days a week. Extremely elusive. Traveling with like the best meteorologists that do this, with all the data they have.
Wow.
So if you're going on like a tornado tourist trip,
Yeah.
can't assume you're going to see one. But you'll probably see hail
Yeah.
because
It's probably for the best. Okay, so we are here at a college, and we have a lot of, young people who want to pursue filmmaking and storytelling. Do you have any advice, just general advice for them?
yeah, just go shoot stuff because it's so easy now. It's probably like a cliche to say it even because that's what everybody says, but it's so easy. When I started making videos in high school, it's like you couldn't even have editing software. Like I didn't have an Avid. I mean, that existed, but that was like if you were ESPN. So it was like two VCRs, right? One to the next, or like doing in camera edits, you know? But now, oh my gosh, it's so easy now. So it's like, and the stuff, I mean, even your iPhone or the like a cheap cinema camera looks amazing. So you should just shoot. Anyways, it's all about lighting, right? It's not about the camera, it's
Yeah.
about the lighting.
And sound?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I love that. If you could go storm chasing one more time, where would you go and what would you want to capture?
Mongolia on a motorcycle, I think, just as an excuse to go to Mongolia.
Yeah.
Um, I think everyone was always looking for that perfect classic funnel. It's like oftentimes you get the kind of the bent, wispy one that's moving, and everybody always wants like the V,
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
wide V, and
Yeah.
like you can see the debris on the edges of it. Like, you know, I think that's what I want to see. And also, it would feel cool just to capture that, like the iconic Twister. You know.
I love that. Well, thank you so much. Where can people find you, support you? I guess we said Berlinetta already.
I mean, that's it these days. Yeah, the not doing as much of the filmmaking now, but definitely the beer and yeah,
Vinyls.
and vinyls. Yeah.
Yeah, right down the street, Berlinetta Brewing. Well,
Can you tell them about that gathering?
Oh yeah.
oh, yeah. So, Berlinetta has been so kind to us. Rich and your brother have been so kind to offer their space. So, every second Sunday of the month from 1 to 3, we do an artist and filmmaker mixer. People just get together, we have some food and snacks, and we just talk shop. We just talk about film, talk about art. There's vinyls there, so people like to like look at the vinyls, and we play like a movie score
Yep.
for people to listen to. We make it just very chill, very fun. And we get about like a dozen to like 15 people that come, some regulars, some new people. It's just really chill, really good vibes, and people like actually have worked together from meetings. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, it's really cool. It's a good vibe.
Artists include actors, right? You don't have to be the camera person.
It could be any, yeah. We have actors, writers, filmmakers. We have visual artists that come. We have a lot of animators actually. Like last time, we had 4 animators that came. Mariano was there, yeah, yeah. So we have a good time, and it's a good vibe. It's a very good vibe. Yeah. So yeah, go to Berlinetta. Come check out the Bridgeport Film Fest. Once again, I'm Jason A. Coombs. I'm the executive director of the Bridgeport Film Fest, and just truly grateful for this opportunity to talk to you, Rich. So thank you so much.
Thank
And
you.
to Jeff having the space to bring this here. I think it's such an awesome opportunity. So thank you all for being here. And we're gonna watch Twisters. It's a fun ride, y'all. So let's kick it. Thank you. Thank you.